What's going on, YouTube? Pops here, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks because we took a week off to celebrate our 3-year anniversary, but we're back with Late Night Chat. If you're new around here, Late Night Chat's a little mini podcast I do with Ashley, and most of the time it's late at night. Some of the times we're pretty drunk, and other times are like tonight. But nonetheless, we talk about some stuff, and it's funny, and it's a good time. So hopefully you'll stick around, and with any luck, this won't last more than an hour.
Oh, gosh.
So it's been a while. How have you been?
Yeah, good. How have you been?
Good. I've missed this, because
I know. I was so used to doing it. It felt weird not doing it last
and this
week.
is actually a reason for us to sit down and talk. Like, we haven't sat down and had a talk in a while.
Yeah. It
But
felt really weird.
didn't it? Like, it
Yeah.
feels extra long. It feels way longer than a week.
Oh, definitely.
But I'm definitely glad that we get to do it again tonight.
Me too.
Even though our topics aren't as loaded as they could have been.
Yeah, I just feel like there's not that much to talk about lately.
Our biggest thing is the government shutdown.
Well, yeah, everybody's talking about that.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty stressed over that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
blame you.
I don't know what's going to
In the
happen.
same boat. Yeah, I mean, not money-wise, but
Not totally money-wise. We have no idea.
I mean, you getting paid personally. Not just, it's not my income, it's yours.
Right, yeah. I don't know.
That's so frustrating. Just like I told you, how are you guys able to keep your jobs and keep your paychecks when you're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing? You're the reason that we aren't getting paid.
What bugs me is, I'm going to school on the GI Bill, which is basically a promise from the government that says they'll pay my tuition and give me money to live on.
Yeah.
Because of my military service. So I decided, fuck it, I'll take advantage of that. I'll go to school. And because I chose to go to school and not get a job, I might not have any income coming in next month. And that's pretty scary, because if I'd known that the promises that were given to me were going to be broken, especially ones that I paid for, then I would have gotten a job instead of going back to school.
Yeah, see, that's not cool. And that's what they don't even think about. They don't care about all that shit. As long as they keep getting paid, they don't care.
Yeah, that's the bullshit behind it, right?
Well,
They
yeah,
still
just
get paid?
you saw some interview with some lady, and she's like, well, yeah, I'm still getting paid. I need that paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, no shit, so does everybody else, bitch. Maybe you think about what the fuck you
What's
just said.
crazy, what blows my mind is congressional pay is protected in the Constitution. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere near the 27th Amendment. It's in the 20s, and I want to say it's around the 27th Amendment. It might have been a part of it, but it basically says that in the event of a government shutdown or something like that, Congress still gets paid. It's constitutionally protected that they get paid even if they don't do their job.
Wow.
Yeah.
So people have been being dirty for that long.
Right? They even were dirty enough to write it into the Constitution. We're going to be so grimy that we're going to be protected from being grimy based on our country's, code of everything.
Oh, my God. So going into office, you know that you can be a dirty person and still just do your daily duties as someone in office.
Why else do people become politicians?
I don't know. To freaking make a whole bunch of money?
Yeah, because they don't make a lot of money as politicians. I mean, okay, they make a lot of money, but they don't make their millions a year as politicians.
Yeah.
They make their millions a year on being dirty bastards.
God, that's so true.
Selling votes and things like that.
Yeah, I don't, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's interesting how many people are aware. We were coming home the other day, and there was a bunch of kids outside that were coming home from school, and they were talking about the government shutting down and stuff. I mean, they were completely way off with what they thought the reason was or what the fuck the real issues going on are, but they were way off on that. But the fact that they were aware that it was a thing and they were discussing it amongst themselves, because they were maybe freshmen at most.
Maybe. They look like they're 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, so freshmen at most, and
maybe their teachers are talking about it, because
I
feel like there's things that happened when I was in high school or when I was in middle school, and our teachers were talking about it.
I would hope their teachers would talk about it. I mean, it hasn't happened since 1975-ish, I want to say, or 1972, somewhere in the...
Shutdown?
Yeah, somewhere in the early 1970s was the last government
Well,
shutdown.
I thought it happened last year.
No. It always gets close. They're always like, oh my
but
God,
the one
we're going to
that
have to
it
shut down.
never.
But the one that actually
Oh,
shut down was
wow.
in the 70s, early 70s.
What happened? What, like.
I don't know. They just decided not to have a budget, I guess. I don't know. It was a government shutdown. I don't know what the reason was. Don't let
Do
me
you know
poison
how long
you.
it was for?
No idea.
Wow.
Not very long, if I'm not
That's so
mistaken.
interesting.
But yeah. So that was the last one.
Wow.
So I would hope that teachers are talking about it. I mean, that stuff doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, that is pretty much part of history when it does happen. That's weird. It's so annoying that it happens like every year. Like, get your shit together. You have all year to do this. And you guys wait till the last freaking day.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Like, yeah.
We're going to go in at 2. No big deal.
There should never be an excuse for the government to shut down.
No,
So, I mean, how hard is it to have the budget done a week prior?
Yeah, like, what are you doing that's so far more important than getting this budget figured out?
Arguing over something that they were all for.
God, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and there's so many people that are ill-informed. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, the government shut down. This is all stupid. But, like, I've had a few coworkers, like, they pretty much told me they didn't really know what was going on at all. They just knew it was shut down, and it was fucked up that it was shut down.
I only really know because I'm in a political science class at the moment.
Oh,
like that's the only reason.
From Reddit or something?
Well, yeah, I obviously would have seen it in the news, but I wouldn't be as informed as I am if it wasn't something that I'm actively studying at the time.
Oh, okay. How is that going in class? That must be interesting.
Well, we only had the one class period after it had happened.
Oh, yeah.
And that day there was a presentation, so the professor didn't get to talk very long.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder what his thoughts on it
are. He looked irritated.
Doesn't he like Obama?
Yeah, he brought it up very, very briefly. Like he referenced, this could cause things that are going on like right now. We were talking about whatever we were going on about. Mm-hmm. And so he referenced what was going on, and he didn't happy about it. Like, wow. Yeah, he's very pro Obama, but he's a black man at the same time.
Maybe he gets disability.
He might.
Maybe it's affecting him.
But he's also getting a wage because he works a job.
Oh, yeah.
That's where my gripe is in. Instead of a job, I was counting on a GI Bill.
That's true.
But not to say that just because he's a black man, that's why he believes in Obama. He's really, really liberal. And
yeah, from what you've told me, I can tell.
But he's not bullheaded to the point where you can't argue with him over stuff. Like he doesn't.
See, that's good. Like I hate those teachers who are like, no, that's not right. This is the way it is. It's like, can you let me have an opinion? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
It would be wrong and ignorant to blame it all on Obama anyway, even if you're not an Obama supporter, because one, Obama's a Democrat. Two, he's the president. It's not his job to pass the budget. It's everybody else's. And three, it's the Republicans that shut down the government, not anything to do with Obama. So
I had a coworker that thought it was Obama that shut it down or something. That's funny.
Nope. So I'm not saying he hasn't done anything wrong, but this is totally not even him.
No.
So, and besides that, it's not like he can do anything on his own. If he's a bad president, then it's not a bad presidency. It's a bad Congress, because he can't do anything without congressional approval anyway.
Yeah, true.
So
that whole situation's all messed up.
Yeah, there's too much dirty money in it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I saw statistics the other day, the president makes $400,000, a retired president makes $400,000 a year, and everybody else, it had to have been a whole Congress thing. Made $100,000 to $200,000 a year still.
I think the figure I saw 2 or 3 days ago was $175K.
Wow.
Yeah. But make a good amount of money. But they also, most of them live in DC, and that's not cheap. And that would be no, look, that's taking $150K to New York. That's not going to do nothing when rent on your 700 square foot apartment's $4,000.
Yeah.
You're going to pay 40 G's in rent alone.
Yeah.
For a studio. And if you think those fuckers live in a studio, you're out of your mind. They live in a high cost area. It'd be one thing if they lived in Cleveland on that salary.
Well, then why do they get paid so much? Just because they live in an expensive place? That doesn't make any sense.
That's part of it, yeah. Just like minimum wage
interesting.
there is more than it is here.
Well, then you should have to get a second job. That's a lot of money.
Okay, but
to be paid.
remember when we were talking about the whole New York thing on how they wanted to raise
Yeah.
minimum wage to 10 something? You're like, that's stupid. And then I broke it all down to you, and you realized that $10 wasn't even enough for a studio apartment.
Oh, is that like the same thing?
Yeah, so is it stupid that they
Ooh.
get paid more to live where they're at? Why minimum wage is more than where it's at?
Well, I
Even-
guess not.
Because
but-
even with a second job, that person would have to work over 80 hours a week to still not afford a fucking 400 square foot apartment.
Yeah, true. You definitely couldn't do it alone. I don't know. I wonder how much like places actually go for, like places like this size, because ours isn't even that big.
What, in like New York
Yeah.
or DC?
Yeah.
A lot more than here.
What the hell?
Look at how much Santa Clara costs compared to this.
Yeah, and Santa Clara was so small
Yeah,
compared to this.
Yeah, it was like half the size.
That's nuts.
See? So that right there proves it.
Yeah.
So, lightning round?
Lightning
I'm really curious
round.
to what you wrote.
Oh, okay. So, my first one is, would you rather get in a fight with Mike Tyson or Mayweather?
Ooh. I think I would rather get in a fight with Mayweather. Because here's the thing is I'm not winning either one of these fights. No,
Very true.
yeah, no way in hell am I winning. But I feel like Mike Tyson's got a specific power about, in their prime or currently? I guess that's a good question.
I didn't really specify.
So if it's in their prime, totally Mayweather. If it's currently, I'll take Tyson because he's a little older and it's probably been a while. But I'm assuming that they're in their prime.
Yeah.
And the thing is Tyson's just got this power that turns motherfuckers off. It's like, it's a short one punch thing and motherfuckers are turned off. They just fall to the ground dead as fuck and then come back later. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's some of the hardest.
To hit him?
He just punches that fucking hard. And I've never seen anybody hit harder. Like Mayweather's fast and things like that, but Mike Tyson definitely takes the cake. You want to watch it right now? We can come back.
We should watch a Mayweather fight and a Mike Tyson fight.
All right, we're going to go watch those fights and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back. Holy shit. Like, it has been a long time since I watched the Mike Tyson clip, but definitely hits harder than Mayweather.
And he's so fast. Like, yeah, I noticed that he was swinging his punches wide and everything, but, like, they were coming in so fast, like, the person would have never even seen them. And they clearly.
And they're so hard. Like,
oh, my God.
You're not even recovering from the last one before you get caught by the next one.
He connects and just drops people.
I know a lot of people are going to argue the whole weight class thing, though. Like, oh, Floyd fights in a far lighter weight class than Mike Tyson did. And, yeah, that's true. But there's just something about when Tyson throws a punch. It's scary. Like, he's a mad motherfucker when he's throwing punches.
Yeah. Scary. I would not want to be in the receiving end of those punches.
So now that you've seen him, which one would you pick?
Mayweather.
Yeah, see, totally.
Oh my god.
But that's nothing against him. I mean, he's a good boxer.
Yeah, but like he's not turning people's lights off constantly.
Right. Right.
Like that is some scary shit.
And not even just like a little bit knocked out. No, you're knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, some guy tried getting up like twice, 2 or 3 times, and he fell every time.
All right, what's your next lightning round question? How are you gonna lose the lightning round card?
Oh, this is kind of gross. Would you rather drink Drano or eat Vaseline?
Yuck! What is wrong with you?
There's always gotta be one weird one.
I guess if you drink Drano, you kind of get an enema at the same time.
What's an enema?
It cleans out your pipes.
Ew, no, you're gonna die because it's poison.
Well, yeah, but I don't know that. Well, Vaseline is non-toxic. That's disgusting. Shoe Nice actually ate some Vaseline.
Oh my god.
Yeah, on the rib.
How did we get on Shoe Nice?
Because you said eat Vaseline. Shoe Nice has pounded some Vaseline.
That's so disgusting. Just imagine
that's
that
gross.
like
You
cold
have mental
fat flavor
fucking
in your
issues.
mouth. The texture just coats your mouth all weird.
Yeah, the texture reminds me of those little chocolate donuts that you can buy that leave your mouth all greasy.
I love those.
See, so what if you like Vaseline?
I don't think I'm gonna like Vaseline. That's an overly nasty amount of that shit.
You never said how much Vaseline.
A good enough amount for it to be gross.
I think any amount's gonna be gross.
No, you need to get a good
What
scoop
if Vaseline's?
with 4 fingers.
Vaseline's probably really similar to like Carmex.
Because that's even better.
Well,
Carmex.
it's not as bad as
I
you think
hated
it
the
is.
flavor of Carmex.
It's like a slight mint.
Yeah, it's like chapsticky, minty,
right.
And I'm like,
they couldn't
"Ugh."
commit with the mint.
No.
Yeah,
Even the cherry's gross.
I've never had cherry Carmex.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's gross. Don't worry
Wow.
about it. You don't want it.
Carmex is so funny. Put this on canker sores so that it highlights them.
I've seen that so much.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's
And
stupid.
it's true. That shit makes everything so shiny.
Yeah. But if you put chapstick on at night, like you have chapped lips during the day and they hurt and everything, put chapstick on at night and sleep with it, and your lips are good as new in the morning.
Yeah, if you want
I
your
used
face
to
to
always-
stick to the pillow.
No, I mean, just a good amount. I used to always do it during the winter because it was super windy in Patterson, so.
In the winter.
Yeah.
Trying to talk to me about wintertime chap lip.
Yours are way different.
I don't know how many miles you've snow blown.
Have you stuck your tongue to a frozen pole?
Yes, every kid does
you're
that.
so stupid.
No, here's the thing. Every kid does that, and everybody exaggerates how big of a deal it is. You get your tongue stuck on a pole, put your mouth around the pole, breathe your hot-ass breath on it. You'll thaw the pole out enough for you to get your tongue back.
Oh.
Everybody freaks the fuck out and get your tongue back in like 2 seconds.
You look like you're a pro. I used to do it all the time. Yeah.
Maybe I've done it once or twice. Maybe I've done it.
So ridiculous.
Every kid's done. We used to get our tongue stuck to icicles and shit too.
I've never done it. You're
Yeah,
alone on
see,
that one.
there's this problem when you live in the snow. You think that you need to eat all of it for some fucking reason when you're a kid. So
I
like,
ate snow when I went to
see, like,
the mountains
why
one
is
time.
eating snow
'Cause
such a
it
big
tastes
thing?
so good and it's so
Bitch,
cold.
no, it doesn't taste like it. It tastes like dirty water.
No.
Yes,
I've had some really clean snow.
I've had some incredibly clean snow to the
It's-
point where I was getting it as it was falling.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool. I didn't think it tasted dirty.
Yeah,
It was like
sounded
ice
alright.
cold water.
No, it's water you gotta work for, cause you gotta thaw that shit out. kids and eating snow, man.
I don't know what
I
it
did it all-
is.
I would never eat snow now. You can't say the same from the looks of it. Interesting.
I can't. I'm okay. I don't need to eat snow.
Why would you want to eat snow? That's.
Because
Ugh.
it's interesting.
I can't believe it's snowing in South Dakota already, man. It's fucking
Yeah.
October.
And
They're
we're
in the
just-
middle of a blizzard.
Yeah, we're just not getting cold and everything. My grandparents were getting like cold weather like a week or two ago.
Mhm.
And now it's kind of starting to get nice, but I'm sure it's going to get cold again. They have like winter all year around
Where?
in Montana.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Oh my gosh, they have so many weird days where it's like sunny one day and like the next 5 or 6 days are rainy or snowy. It's like a freaking blizzard or something. It's weird.
That's pretty common, man.
That's so ugly.
Michigan weather's like
I
that,
hate
just
that.
not as intense.
Oh.
Like one day it's perfectly fine. 3 hours later, there's a tornado followed by a blizzard, and you're like, "What
that.
the fuck?
No
How
tornadoes.
does that happen?"
I'm not down for that shit.
There was a weird tornado on the West Coast. I want to say it was Oregon or Washington. They got hit by a tornado the other day, which is really strange because typically tornadoes don't appear out west this far.
Oh. Wait, but
What?
isn't that by Michigan?
No, oh my, here goes. I always talk about your poor geography skills, but you just made it so apparent how bad they are. I just said Oregon, Washington, and you just asked me if that shit was by Michigan. No, motherfucker, stacked on top of California. You're ridiculous.
I told you I'm not good with geography.
You're so stupid. Anyway, let's end that one on that one. What's your next question? Holy
oh
shit.
my god. Would you rather walk across hot coals or dry ice?
Hot coals.
Why?
There's a method. I was watching like Ripley's Believe It or Not or something one time,
Uh-huh.
and they taught people how to walk on hot coals. There's a method to it. If you step a specific way, it's like all about trying to keep your weight even
Transferring your weight and everything.
right, and not moving quickly so that everything is nice and smooth. If you just take your time, it doesn't burn. If you go to run, you put too much pressure down and it burns you.
Yeah, but when you finally get off that bitch, if you're gonna be burning because you were on coals.
No, people walk on hot coals all the time. Dry ice is like insta frostbite. Done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Like, I'm not fucking with that.
I I thought it was the same effect as Cole's.
No.
It just doesn't feel good.
No, not at
so
all.
Brilliant.
I don't know who lied to you and told you that.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been told. It's just that's what I thought.
Wow. When I was a kid, we had this really cool like science and math center. It was like, what was it? I think it might have been called the Math and Science Center. Either way, and we went there once.
Seems legit.
I know, right? It was kind of like that thing. It was kind of like a thing where you could do that, or you could go to like a tech school a little bit for your senior year, like if you did really good.
Oh, they do that here.
Okay, great. That's not a part of my story. Okay, so in my story, we had a thing where you could do that, but every now and then they would take like the younger classes in to try to like use it as an incentive, like, oh, do good in school so you can do experiments here. Type shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
oh my god.
So we went one time and they were doing this demonstration with like dry ice and stuff like that, like filling balloons up, making it all smoky and just being all weird gremlin lab scientist peoples. And then fucking like think of the dude from the professor from Back to the Future, and that's just what I have in my mind.
I had like the girl version for that for 8th grade.
And so they were fucking with all this shit, and they're like, oh, this is really harmful for you. And this person put their thumb in a bucket of dry ice, and then took a hammer and smashed it, and it shattered like glass. It was a hot dog. It was all a prank, but I swear to God, when you're like 9 years old, everybody flipped the fuck out. And then we don't fuck with dry ice.
Oh my god, it froze that quick?
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's so interesting. I never had any cool things like that. I feel like I had my chemistry teacher do something
that's
cool
because you were stuck in detention the whole fucking time.
I was not in detention the whole time.
I caught a chemistry project on fire.
How?
So we were learning about like how insulation works and stuff like that, and I don't remember how that tied into chemistry, but it was something about like how heat moves around and things like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So our task was to build a cardboard house and line it. We each got like 4 cotton balls, and then we had to line our house in a manner to generate the most internal heat when we put a lamp on it. And whatever group got their house the hottest won. It was way funnier to just put the light as close as you can to the cardboard and catch your house on fire, because clearly your house is the hottest if that bitch is on fire.
Yeah, but you probably failed the project.
I did fail the project.
Because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to burn the house down.
Yep. We definitely lit our house on fire.
You totally did it on purpose, huh? You had no intentions of actually
doing
it.
And there was another time. It was 7th grade the second time. That's a joke, kind of. Anyway, 2nd grade or 7th grade, we had to build model rockets, and we were learning about like propulsion and thrust and physics, probably something along those lines. And we had to build model rockets, but we built them from scratch, which is kind of cool. Little did they know, I used to fuck with model rockets as a hobby because I had all the space to do it. So I used to build rockets all the time on my own free time. And I was like, how funny would it be to blow this rocket up? Because we worked in groups, and I was working with a buddy of mine, and he was like, that'd be pretty fucking cool. So I brought in an extra rocket engine, and I put it in the middle of my rocket right on top of the second engine. And these weren't staged engines, so they weren't designed for that. Mm-hmm. And because you could buy stage engines where they go off in stages when each one reaches the top, but they're designed with chargers on both sides to work that way.
Yeah.
These weren't. So I put it in there, and when the little charge on the engine that we ignited went off to pop the parachute, it actually blew up the second engine and fucking blew my rocket up. I definitely failed that project too, but it was way more fun and way worth it.
What was your rocket made out of?
Just paper. Why?
Oh, I don't know. Just wondering. Your teachers hated you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did that shit as a hobby, so of course I'm gonna blow it up. Like I told my parents. I told my parents I was gonna blow it up.
What'd they say?
Just don't get in trouble, but I got in trouble anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Yeah. I used to do stuff like that all the time, man. I was a huge pyro. Definitely. I went to a space camp, and we built rockets. Model rockets was like a thing I did.
There was that one week you kept burning water bottles, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You're like, it does this when you put the fire to it. And I'm like, oh my God. I remember that.
Yeah, no, I found it interesting that you could smooth out an entire water bottle with just flame.
How long were you doing that for?
2 seconds, not long enough.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
I swiped it once, saw what it did, and I was like, cool. So I made it all smooth, and then I was done.
Damn, it seems like
It
it took a
became
long
more of
time.
it became like an art project. It was like, oh, look what I can do. Oh, let me try to do it the best possible manner now.
You're so funny.
It was totally like an art project.
That's interesting. That's cool.
That's exactly how I looked at it. Like, it was like art project. All right, what's your next question?
Okay, would you rather be a zombie, like a World War Z zombie, or like a vampire from the actual that movie?
Like Dracula
Or no, like
or Edward?
No, the other one that's like old.
Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, that's like Dracula.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Ooh, damn. That's a good
Because
one.
I knew it couldn't say Edward because you'd say a zombie. So I had to actually go legitimate.
I know. I tell you,
movie.
vampires nowadays are weak ass vampires, man.
Yeah.
They're so flamboyant. Like
They have so much flair.
Dracula would be pissed at what has happened. In that case, I would definitely take an interview with a vampire.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
Because they can at least think. Zombies are mindless things that
they just
suck.
eat everything.
Right.
That's disgusting. That is really cool.
And here's how many times do zombies get killed in comparison to how many times vampires get killed?
Yeah, because nobody knows you're a vampire.
Right. See? So you live longer.
What if there's vampires living around us?
Dude, there's not vampires
What?
living
You
around.
don't know that.
Look, how are you going to come at me with that when you won't believe in Bigfoot?
Because vampires are way
Bigfoot
cooler.
is way more logical than vampires.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do you believe in ghosts? Have we talked about ghosts?
I'm pretty sure we have.
I'm super into ghosts because of this dumbass
I know,
TV
it's
show.
called Paranormal Witness, and it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix,
really, really, really
yeah.
good, and it's fucked up.
Look, here's the thing. I know that most of that's probably bullshit, but they do an excellent job at storytelling.
Yeah, like that one, those girls that were in the house or whatever, or like something happened in the house, and they kept seeing shit, and it
The one
seemed
we
like it was
just
really
watched?
real. Like the sisters. Yeah, the sisters, Marie and I don't know, another thing.
That old ass house that just looked haunted like a motherfucker.
I think so. Yeah. They did a really good job with that one. That seemed really, really, really.
Yeah, the
really
first
real.
episode was really, really good too. They just do a great job at storytelling. But what if that shit's real? I don't know. Do you think that shit could be real?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
It'd be
There was that
interesting
one.
if it
You were
was.
freaking out that one day when Chance was like looking up at the ceiling.
Hell no.
And he
Don't
was
even
just
get me
growling
started.
at nothing.
Oh, that still gives me chills and like,
Really?
it freaks me out to this day. It's just, it was freaking weird. Like, he was totally calm and just chilling and watching TV with us. And all of a sudden, he just like turned and looked at that. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even want to know what you're looking at. I don't want to know what you see or know what you think you see.
But look, this
No.
motherfucker's colorblind. What makes you think he can see ghosts?
I don't know.
He can't
It's
even
just
see
weird.
colors.
I don't want to talk about it. It's creepy. It's freaking me out.
How's it freaking you out? Have you
I just
ever...
don't like it.
Wait, did we talk about ghost
Yeah,
experiences?
how my freaking babysitter, I was in
Refresh me quickly.
I was in her room because I was on timeout, and she had the little foot vibrator thing, and I put my feet in it and turned it on and sat there for a minute, and then turned it off, and I walked across the room and sat back down, and like a couple minutes later, it turned back on. And I was like, there's nobody else in this room. The door's closed.
Such an anomaly.
No.
That is one
freaked me
random
out.
ass experience. Maybe there's a short in the stuff.
I highly doubt it.
Oh, I don't know, man.
It was creepy. Yeah.
That's
I
nowhere
believe in
near.
it.
That's nowhere near paranormal.
It felt
One
like it.
time. Look, if that lotion bottle that's on the breakfast bar behind us magically fell down right now, I wouldn't go, fuck it, ghost.
Dave,
That's
don't
one.
say that.
I'm just saying that's one incident. Now, if that shit,
I know.
if
but
that
that's
shit fell
weird.
down 3 times a day at the exact same time, and maybe the TV turned down and flickered once or twice, then I might be like, wait a minute, something ain't right. And when Chance ain't even barking at the shit, then that leads me to believe he's just retarded and likes to bark at the ceiling on occasion.
I don't know. It seems sketchy.
It's totally not sketchy.
Ooh, I don't want to think about it.
You're such a weenie. I'm so gonna scare the shit out of you for the rest of the night.
Don't, babe. Don't.
Yeah.
No.
All right, what's your next
I'm
question?
be so mad.
I don't care if you're mad. You're gonna be scared and mad, motherfucker. I'm just gonna be laughing.
You're an asshole.
That's the only difference. I'm gonna be laughing. You're gonna be scared and mad. You might as well just laugh too.
No. Ain't nobody got time for laughing and shit like that. So my next one is, if there is one way that you could die, like you got to choose how would
You
you
are
die?
a dark ass person.
I just...
You are dark as
It
shit.
was
You're
gross.
always asking me how would I die? What would I rather consume that's eventually gonna kill me? I'm starting to sense a pattern.
How horrible is that? You want to die.
I'm starting to become convinced that you're just trying to give me a hint here.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
How would I want to die?
I was thinking about that when I wrote it, and I'm like, this doesn't sound right.
I hope it doesn't sound right. I hope you're kind of uncomfortable asking me that.
Yeah.
I'd die doing something awesome. That's my answer. I wouldn't want to die in my sleep. I wouldn't want to be murdered, obviously. I wouldn't want to, like, burn to death. That'd be stupid if you chose that. But it'd be, like, super cool to jump from the stratosphere or something and you died doing that. Or, like,
yeah.
I don't know, just flying in a wingsuit across the world or something crazy. Like,
that's crazy. There's somewhere that you can, it's the highest base jump, and it's somewhere in West Virginia.
I think I
read it
saw
on
that a
Yahoo.
bunch of people just jumped at once. Yeah. See, I'd rather die doing something like that. Like, that's pretty fucking awesome. Get in my car to go to Safeway to buy fucking pulled pork, not so fun. Like, what a story that is.
You aren't even gonna be able to tell the story. Why does the story matter?
I know, but look, they're gonna come and ask you questions and be like, did you know that he was in a car accident like 2 blocks from here on his way to get pulled pork? No, they're gonna ask you what I was doing, and you're gonna have to tell them I was going to get pulled pork. And now you're an asshole because you make me sound like a fat ass. So I'm going to the store to get pulled pork, and I died on the way. I died for some food? That's not as cool as jumping out of a fucking airplane.
Yeah, but that's not what people are going to take away from it. They're going to take away from the fact that you just died in a car accident.
Not if you tell them that I died for food.
I'll just tell them
You
that
would
you
probably
were on your way to the store.
You would drop dimes on accident.
No, I would just say that you went to the store.
That motherfucker said he wants to pull pork, got in the car, and left.
Oh, hell no.
What?
You're way too funny.
I am way too funny. And that is tooting my own horn. All right, so I asked my questions now.
Okay.
I don't have 5. I sucked at this today.
That's okay.
I think we should take a quick break so that I can refresh my beverage.
Okie dokie.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Actually, I didn't have to make my drink. I just snapped my fingers and one appeared.
No, you did not snap
Oh,
your fingers.
fuck. I forgot. This is late night chat. I can't beat you. Okay. So how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Isn't that a bird? So how is it chucking wood?
A woodchuck is not a bird. That's a woodpecker.
Oh, okay.
A woodchuck is like a furry animal, like a
like a
groundhog.
squirrel, kinda?
Yeah, but big as fuck, and it eats wood.
Oh, it's big as fuck?
I mean, it's like 15 pounds.
Well, then he eat 15 pounds of wood.
15 pounds of wood. That's your answer for how much
Yeah.
wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Yeah, because if he's 15 pounds, he can't take in any more than his
But
body weight.
but you don't think he'd want to chuck a little extra for later?
I don't think he'd be able to. If you're at full capacity, that seems like you're at your total weight.
Yeah, maybe. But I can't eat 200 pounds of anything.
No,
I couldn't eat my weight if I wanted to.
you're not a freaking woodchuck. Why does
Then
it matter?
Then what makes you think the woodchuck's gonna be able to eat his weight?
Because he's a woodchuck.
Oh, so his stomach's just the entire size of his body?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's
he
how
has
woodchucks
no heart,
work.
no organs. He's just all stomach.
Interesting. Oh my god, you're gonna like break my only good ear with that laugh.
No, I'm not.
All right, so you got a muck. You got a muck. You got to fuck one, marry one, and kill one.
Oh God. Okay.
Drew Carey,
Oh.
Jim Carrey,
Oh.
or Zach Galifianakis.
Oh my God.
Who's it gonna be?
Drew Carey. Oh God. Ugh. Okay. I would say for kill, probably Jim Carrey. As much as I love his work, he's annoying as fuck, and I would not want to be
man.
around him that much.
I rode that boat with you. That's my only pick out of these, though.
Oh God. I would say marry Drew Carey because he seems like the more family man guy. And yeah, fuck Zach Galifianakis because he seems like he'd be done in like 5 minutes.
He probably gets a lot of pussy, though, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
well-
He's got a beard. I'm jealous of him for his beard.
Ugh. Gross. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have thought of one of those.
I
I'll have one
just
of
thought
those
about it
next
because we
time.
were watching all that Whose Line Is It Anyway bullshit.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
I love that shit. This show's absolutely
Me
hilarious.
too. I never got into it when I was younger, and it was just because I didn't understand anything that was going on, and I
So
was like, how is this funny?
So speaking of TV shows, if you could be one character from any TV shows that you watch, who do you think you would be? Like what's one character that matches your personality to the T? So like if somebody was to watch this show, they would know exactly how you are by that character.
Well, we kind of already talked about me, and I can't really think of any other ones besides what you said. The Kevin's wife from The League. You're like, oh, you're just like her and everything. And I'm like,
Jenny?
Oh. Yeah, Jenny. There you go.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely just like her.
Yeah.
There's gotta be another one, though. I feel like I've told you that before. That Jess bitch from, what is it, New Girl?
New Girl? Really?
You're super lost at life.
Oh, I am kind of lost, huh? That's funny. I love that show.
Interesting,
it's
huh?
Jess.
Yeah, see, that's my point right there.
It's so funny.
But you can't see the fucking title of that being, It's Ash. See?
Oh, goodness. That's awesome.
I'm totally Doug, though.
Oh, gosh. But, like, to a certain extent, Doug, like, he kind of goes overboard with how stupid he is. You're not stupid. You're pretty smart.
Yeah, but as far as everything else, I think I fit that bill to the T.
Yeah, you're always in shorts and
Lounging,
sandals.
yep.
Not giving a fuck.
Just walking around, don't really got a direction.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Doug from Weeds, by the way. In the later seasons, not early seasons, Doug.
Yeah, but the early season were the better ones. It got all weird
I
when
know,
Nancy got
man.
pregnant and shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what?
Yeah, I think they strayed quite a bit off of what the original premise is.
Considering they were like in another country at one point.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they definitely,
God.
their writers definitely needed to slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
To simmer a wee bit. I can't think to anyone else that I might be from TV. It's kind of lame.
I would say Archer, but you don't go around having
Who's
sex
Archer?
with a whole
Oh,
bunch of girls.
Archer's so funny.
He's so damn
Oh my
hilarious.
god, Archer's so funny.
Yeah, and he's super funny, so that matches you. But
Maybe. And I would totally be a spy if I could.
Oh god.
Just to play with the gadgets.
You're so funny. That's pretty much all he does.
No shit.
So yeah, I'd say you're like Archer.
Damn, I miss Archer.
Me too. They aren't doing any more of it?
I don't know. We'd have to look.
Yeah, we got it, because that was a good one.
All right, so what would be the scariest thing about like diving in the ocean? Like if you were a diver, what would be the scariest thing about that?
Oh, like even as far as I could dive or whatever? Like super, super deep down?
Wherever you could go, obviously without the ocean killing you, but like what would be the scariest thing as a diver? Like you're in whatever location in the world, your dream location, you're going to go as deep as you want to go to see the coolest shit that you think you could see, but what's the scariest thing about that?
The possibility of an animal killing me and me not fucking being able to really do much because I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in their habitat. They can freaking kill me at any moment.
Do you think you'd be scared?
Oh my god, wholeheartedly, I would cry. I'd pass out and cry.
No, just from diving?
Oh my god, I'd be so scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I would be bawling my eyes out. Obviously, you couldn't tell because I'd be underwater, but oh my god. I would just be like, just kill me now. I don't even care.
Yeah, I think I'd be terrified the whole fucking time,
Hell
too.
no.
Water freaks me out to begin with, though.
I don't mind pools and everything, but when you're in a big-ass open body of water where there's potentially animals that could harm you, screw that.
Yeah, but with diving, you kind of know where you're at and stuff like that.
Yeah, but shit happens.
It's true. Shit does happen. Damn, what if you saw a shark? Like, what if you were just diving trying to look at some reefs and, like, you just saw a big-ass shark swim by you? I get the fuck out.
Probably be some dirty water after that.
You're swimming to the surface, there's just this brown bubbly trail coming down from behind you.
That's so disgusting.
You get to the boat and you're like, let me on. They're like, fuck no, you smell like shit. They push you back in.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Shark won't even eat you because he's smart enough not to eat feces.
Holy shit, son.
What if that's like the best defense mechanism against
that's
sharks?
A really good defense
just
mechanism.
shit yourself.
God, get out of my head.
You get out of my head. Come up with your own goddamn
I was
thought.
just about to say that. You're so weird.
I don't believe you.
I so was.
I still don't believe you.
I don't want to.
So that's about 40 minutes, and I as I said, I sucked. I didn't write down
It was so
anything
funny.
else. I had a good time. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. I really did. I'm glad we're doing this again. It just felt really weird not doing it last week, and like it felt like we haven't done it for a couple weeks actually.
Yeah, but it was only really 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What's your favorite part about your anniversary?
Oh, I don't know. I really like dinner with you. Like we actually got to sit down and talk and everything, and I like being able to do that. Like we used to go out a lot more and everything.
Yeah.
And I really like that aspect of it, or like going out bowling and stuff. That's always fun.
Yeah, dinner was
It's
nice.
just time with you.
That's a good answer. And with that, I think we'll wrap this up. So if you made it this far, thank you. If you
Very
did,
much.
let us know in the comments below. If you want to hear us talk about a certain topic, leave that shit in the comments below. If we don't get to it, it's probably because I forgot to check. So don't be
I'll
mad.
make sure he checks.
Right, like don't be mad. Got a lot going on. And if you like the shit, like it. And especially share it. Try that one too. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we're glad you stuck with us this whole time. Still looking for Toys for Tots stuff, so
Oh yeah. Have you got
if you have an
anything
idea, no. I've had a couple
Aw.
questions about it, but no like responses. So if you got an idea for cool toys for kids,
yet? Boy
let me
or
know.
girl?
Yep. Just like 18 and under, I think.
Yeah.
And as long as everything works out with the government, we'll still be doing Toys for Tots.
I hope so.
Leave us some information in the comments below, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Bye-bye.